Maps to 4... Yeah, but obviously not those maps. What about Lockbox? Church of Azathoth. Molten Falls is fine for 4v4. Tempest Shrine. Ruins of Sunath. Blood Covenant. Burial Chamber.
Balls out.
Like, obviously don't put the dual maps into 4v4 pool. Like, there's plenty of 4v4. Just because we don't have 10 4v4 maps means that's terrible. No, there's a fine amount of stuff. Flexible, thanks so much. Holy shit, 56 months. What's up, dude? Thank you, man. Guys, we've got some Cypher on its way right now. Thanks for waiting. We wanted to hang around for Cypher. We'd had a little bit of a vote earlier. Cypher fans won.
Prepare to fight.
We're going to begin the action.
Round begins in 3.
And it is Cypher on Slash.
1.
What
Fight.
could be better than this? Have I got follow killer on? I have no idea. We've been drumming up the stats thanks to the check quick, guys. Cypher's got the mega, guys. Do not worry. He's gone full unnamed Tony on this. And there's 2 totems down as it is. Ooh, a little nail damage. Cypher snuck his way onto that item. Cypher's still waking up with his slash movement. So I was talking about the stats. There is a reason I was talking about the stats. At the moment, Slash has got something like a 80+% win rate in QPL. Like, when picked. It's absolutely astonishing. Full zoom in with the, oh. He should have seen that, but he didn't get rid of it. Full zoom in with the rockets there. That's interesting style. This is bad news for Troolz. Really, really bad news. Oh, he misses the follow. Troolz still actually had a decent amount of stack left. Cypher's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, he needs to get out of here. I thought Cypher was going to win that fight fairly convincingly, but that was tough work. He knows how out of it he is at the moment. He's still in trouble, dude. That's so risky to go down that rail angle. Oh, double totes destruction. That's feel good right there. He still has to get out of there. He really can't face against Troolz for long. Somewhat fortunate that the rail missed. 225s will make him not railable. He knows he can't take the mega. Cypher's working on super low amount of resources at the moment. Like, he really wants to get onto a major item at some point, but he ends up walking right into Troolz. Rockets are good, but he's just run out. I think that was his last rocket. One more rocket could have gotten himself the kill, but Troolz is going to get first blood. He's got 2 totems down. His ammunition's decent. Cypher's in trouble. But Troolz has been doing so well managing his stack. And even though totems have been getting destroyed, I think that he's been setting up his fortifications pretty well. Cypher's just waiting for that news. He's got the information on heavy. But Troolz has the heavy, which is also a pretty scary prospect. And it's going to be impossible for Troolz. If he establishes the lead, he can't go passive as a Galena, and especially not against a Slash. We've got a stolen item, though. Cypher is nearby. One rail. That rail is actually enough to send Cypher packing. He's out of there. He's losing out on a couple more totems here. He's going to find a spot to hide one. Algae. Very, very nice shot right at the end. Is this light going to be up? Oh my god. Those two 25s were taken beforehand. If Cypher went straight through the teleporter, he was going to die. But Troolz is basically natural stack. That's not huge. He knows where Cypher is. Not only can he hear him, but he's seeing his totems just disappear there. Very good for Cypher. He's cleared every single mine on the trap. On the map. Took him a second. LG switch would have been a little more profitable for him. Stacks are evening out. And he's only going to be able to hear this heavy. Okay, so Cypher's now starting to get the map in his control. And this missed rail, I think Troolz is in trouble. Cypher's going to look for a way to attack at the moment. He knows he's done good damage. Oh. Also going in for the zoom-in rockets, but yeah, Cypher all over him with the lightning gun. A little bit of a rushed play from Troolz. He should have been holding a bit more steady. And I think he felt a bit stuck. He had no totems up or anything like that. Oh, he loses out on the heavy. That means that it's just a little more difficult now for him to continue the string of control. So even though Troolz loses the fight and is now out of the lead, he can contest against Cypher. He just needs to hope that his shots are up to it. He's gone over to rail. He's got nails. I think he's got lightning gun now. No presence on Mega. I don't think it's good. Because he was over at rail. You know that Mega's coming up. Find that rail angle. Find out exactly when Cypher is picking up that item. Because now Cypher's back into huge amounts of control. And I think that Cypher's going to get another kill. Troolz being very passive, hurting him a lot. Because he's off everything. He's struggling to get himself onto 100 armor. He just managed to get it now, but... Cypher knows he needs to get some more kills, though. He's not safe in the lead by 1. So he's going to look for a way in. It's not bad damage by Troolz. Oh, the rocket to rail at the end, man. That's like so fade away. You feel that the opportunity's disappeared as Troolz. But he latches you in. Kind of like a la Balrog versus Gandalf. Alright, I did like just watch Lord of the Rings recently. I don't think Cypher's done yet, either. Thing is, Troolz has set up some good fortifications. If he's found himself... I'm going to quickly look at Troolz. He hasn't got rockets, which is a bit of an issue for him. Cypher's just now trying to style on him. Has to switch away from the rail, but dude, he's taken so much. Troolz has to finish it off. Very, very nicely done from Troolz. Really nicely done. Cypher just took all the nail damage. Like, every nail. One more rail. Oh, this is close now. I can't believe that Cypher challenged there. Mega's up. He's going to miss out on it, though. If he jumps straight onto it, there was a chance, but then he's railable, so it's like a... You feel like it's almost lose-lose. Troolz is giving himself definitely a chance in this game, though. I think he's playing pretty decently. It's very difficult for Troolz to even take his time at the moment. Yeah, I mean, he's been waiting there the whole moment. It felt like Cypher had a bit of a read on where he was at. He did miss out on the mega health, but Troolz jumps into him, and that's the freest of damage. Even when he's low, though, you feel there can suddenly be just an onset of DPS. Oh, he's beaten down to it. Cypher's so quick, and Troolz is like, I can't even win with gravity. Cypher is faster than gravity. That's just an FU rockets at the moment. This game is just like spiraled out of control for Troolz. And he's just going to call it GG right there. That's that. Cypher is going to be winning map 1. Was Cypher on the right there? Let's say yeah. Otherwise I'll have to sort out the scores a bit. Neither. We're talking about the Balrog. That was also a game of gravity. Cypher got into the flow of things there. He seemed a little bit rusty at the beginning. I don't know, just getting into the rhythm. But I like Troolz' control game. Like, he was holding it together well, but he also lost out on a couple of opportunities. And it's so important at Cypher's level that you're able to maintain some kind of pressure on the items. Because as soon as a slash is like, right, well, I've got heavy and mega stack, you're like, well, I'm at the only point I can be where if I take a rail, I'm not entirely thrown off the scent of going for a kill. If you've just got, like, let's say 175 health, 75 armor, you take a rail, you're going to back off. Or if you've got 100 health, 150 armor, take a rail, you might not necessarily back off. Especially if your opponent hasn't taken a major item recently. But, sorry, you will back off. But if you've got 175 and 150, you take a rail, you're like, I'm going to mess you up because you definitely haven't got a major item. What mouse is he on? Oh, is he using the, Oh, he's not using a mouse with loads of holes in it, is he? These weird mice. Final Mouse Kate, is that the one that had, like, a really weird, like, marketing video? Wait, there's some places that are selling this for, like, £300. What the hell? Oh, Rolly, dude, I didn't even see that. Sorry, Rolly, I didn't mean to ignore you.
Round begins in
Thank you so much for the 21 months, dude. I really appreciate it. I was not deliberate, and I apologize for anyone who I may miss the alerts for. Sometimes in the moment, you know. Taking a rail. Oh, this is a nice play from Troolz, but he can't finish the job. Hit the rail. Hit the rail. There's these little angles, but he's not quite catching them. Well, eventually they trade out on major items like 20 seconds into the game, but all good. And playing this map versus Cypher just broke my mind completely. Having been playing variations of this map for a long time, I'm like, how's Cypher still just making me lose my head on this map? Some nice spam from Troolz. Ranger versus Advice is always an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a good shot. He's going to push in on this. He's got a chance to open up the frags. LG, but as soon as you got to push into that choke point, you no longer have exact idea of where he is. I already thought orbing towards him was quite dangerous because he's obviously going to shoot where the orb's going. But then following it up after, that was, you're in over your head at that point. He's got some extra resources, and it was the light armor that made the difference at the end of the day. So Troolz just, yeah, he went in balls deep there. I do like that angle from catwalk down to heavy. It is a tasty area. There could be an orb again. Orb. Oof. I mean, it doesn't miss, but it doesn't really hit that well either. Troolz is in trouble now. Cypher's feeling his blood covenant. So I know what you're doing, dude. I know what you're up to. Oh, Mega has been acquired. He shoots the... Is everything okay? Cypher might have disconnected. We got a crash, ladies and gentlemen. We got a crash. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. We gonna get ourselves a restart. Well, actually, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Cypher will come back and we'll explain it how it is. Oh, ins be ints. 2-0 apparently. That's a surprise. What are you saying, Wenger? I expect Cypher to return in a moment. It was 1-0 to him. They might go for a full restart. I'm gonna try and focus on what they're saying this time. Apparently CIS just stopped playing. CIS, from what it sounds like, is battling some personal demons. And unfortunately, these personal demons seem to be preventing him from qualifying to Lucca. So I imagine CIS is going to be part of the next challenges, because I don't... If CNZ and Cypher are around next week, I still don't think that CIS can qualify. How far are you guys from touching the screen when playing? Because I recently saw clauses basically touching the screen. Well, it's down to your personal preference. There's some people who will, like... Or you can, you know, touch the face of the screen as clause says. But it's personal preference. How do you find you aim best? I don't actually know what's happening, so if someone understood, let me know. Yo, Ziggy, it's 2nd and 3rd of November is when the next LAN will be with all the big boys in the world. What is the difference between ints and ins? Ints is a small Portuguese player, and ins is a Russian player from Russia. Sorry, I didn't need to say he was small. That was unnecessary. But if you see the burger sombrero in chat, then you know that's a call out to ins. I have no idea if they're restarting or not. I'm going to assume they are. I don't know if anyone understood what they were up to. They said it all in Russian. But let's cast it as if they're restarting. Again, going in for a late one here. But with just a starting MG, he can get a lot of damage out. There's still an orb to watch out for. Good rail. Orb? You had 7 minutes to orb him. Why did you take so long? That was a freebie. And now he's used the orb. Oh, shotgun. He's not going to continue chasing yet. Can you find him? He should be able to take this position. Troolz did not win the first map, sorry. It's the player switched around, so I need to switch around the scores. Well spotted. That was a test, and you passed the test. Well, that was a nice rail from Cypher. I liked it. There was also no merch at the moment. I need to sort out my Nightbot. Oh my god. I was going to say, the combo that Cypher's going after is very ambitious. But Troolz gets himself on the board, so he's done pretty well. Even going for the item... Well, the item deniers don't really matter right now. He's going to be here for a while. Cypher hanging around where he shouldn't be. Troolz looking good. He's in great time for the heavy armor. He should get enough of position now. I'm trying to lock down what the hell Cypher's trying to do. Oh, this is really, really nice work from him. Should be another kill. Oh, he almost fudged that one up. But there's going to be Mega in a moment. He knows exactly where Cypher is. And he got a light output catwalk. This is a very, very nice string of plays from Troolz. He's like, okay, I'm not overcommitting here, but if I can do damage, then great. Oh, wow. That rocket jump was actually really, really sick from Troolz. I have big boy respect for what Troolz just did there. I think that's a nice play. I don't think there's really many ways he was going to get that heavy. Unless he did that. And I think if he committed any other way, he probably would have died. So it was either rocket jump or do damage to Cypher trying to pick up the heavy. Almost another rail. He's low though. He needs to be very careful in the next moment. He's opting to back away. Can be dangerous. He can't commit to that angle. He knows that choke point's too dangerous. And defending this is difficult. I think he's gone in too far. Oh, he confuses himself, and Cypher is going to be able to pick up the kill. No, Troolz had to keep playing passively then. He was doing such a good string of plays, but he was hoping that he could finally re-establish, like, some contest for control. Oh, God. That's... Oh... That hurts a lot. That's painful. Troolz needs to find a way out, which he's struggling to do. LG, there's going to be one more. The shotgun work is good, but we are 4 for 4 before you even know it. You're done again, I think, Troolz. Orb. Oh my god, Cypher. Wow. I can't believe Troolz was able to trade that out. Cypher may have just... Sorry, Troolz may have just seen where Cypher is. Very brave, committing with the lightning gun. Too much. Back away at that point. Both major items are coming up. Now you're just outside the lead. You're going to get a major item, but you literally just reset, but with your score now 1 behind. So the whole trade earlier means nothing. No. Hanging around too long once again. Guilty.
5-minute warning.
Troolz is definitely being brave in his fights. You cannot criticize his bravery. But unfortunately you can criticize a whole lot of other things, so it's touch and go at the moment. He's going to try and get himself onto the mega health. He forces his way on there. What a brute. Great defensive shots. Cypher still doesn't have a rail. Troolz is now back in the game though, having got the heavy. He's got the rail, rockets, lightning gun. Just missing some shots, and that heavy machine gun damage is a lot. So he's out of control now, but he has the weapons, which is important. Cypher doesn't have piercing sight, but he's going to spot him. And that might as well be a kill at this stage. That is killing a good period of time. Boom. Sorry, man. You've been hunted down, and off the spawn you've been discovered. Because he knows that the orb was just used, it's like, this should be a free kill. Item straight after. Cypher knows he's getting an insane amount of value from this. And that's the Cypher rocket to expect. Getting good damage, minimizing his exposure. Big shame for Troolz, because he spent a good 4 minutes, I'd say, playing a really high quality Blood Covenant. But then he kind of lost the optimal decision making. Like, he was also forcing some really good play, so he was going outside the realm of like safety and predictability, and making Cypher play to his style. And now he's totally playing how Cypher wants him to. Oh, that rail's horrible. For Troolz. Yeah. Did you know that if you spam crouch, weapons spawn fast? This is true fact. True fact. Ow. And a bit more ow, but personal ow this time. Looking. Oh, I thought he was going to try and get a flick up there. Has got to respect the orb possibilities. Invested a lot of health into this, but he should be safe. Like, Cypher's already a map up, and he should be the series in less than 2 minutes. I was actually going to call it GG right now. It's like, it's over, it's done. I can't do it anymore. That's going to be the one. Cypher's going to move through to the next round. So Cypher's going to go up versus Inns next. Inns has finished his game, so we can jump straight into that, I'm pretty certain. I'm scrolling through brackets a bit more. We're waiting for Bingalot and Chera to finish a game. The winner of that will go versus Flowey. Those guys are looking to get some good points today, because that is Sirius as part of the bracket, and he's unfortunately backed away. CNZ is playing versus Buckster. If CNZ loses versus Buckster now, that's going to be a huge hit for him, because all of a sudden, if CNZ does lose that game, next week, Sirius still has a chance. So CNZ really can't afford to lose that. In fact, I almost wish I was watching that, but there's still, like, a very good challenge being put up by players like Troolz, and Inns has been playing well today. This isn't a given. I'm going to be sticking with front runners, guys. So I either want to be watching CNZ or Cypher at the moment. Okay, looks like there's a play coming. What I'm going to do, guys,